The biggest party of the summer is fast upon us, with the WWE hosting arguably its biggest event next to Wrestlemania. However, as The Miz and John Morrison used to say, there are winners in the world and there are losers. Thus, not everyone will leave SummerSlam with their arm raised in victory. Join us now as Wrestlelamia predicts all the winners for Sunday's big event in Toronto, Canada. Just a quick disclaimer, if we missed anything out, it means the WWE added a last-minute match. We wouldn't be surprised as reportedly they're looking to air a 6-hour show. Better get 2 Red Bulls ready. Let's get into what will probably be the kickoff show match, as Cruiserweight champion Drew Gulak faces off against Oney Lorcan. After scoring an impressive victory in a 6-pack challenge on 205 Live, Oney Lorcan looks to win his first WWE title. Lorcan faces a tough challenging Gulak, who has quickly settled into the role of a determined defender of the gold. While Lorcan has the tools to defeat Gulak, Gulak will likely benefit from the champion's edge, finding a way to keep Lorcan at bay until he can win the match and retain. We see Drew Gulak retaining. Number 2. Trish Stratus vs Charlotte Flair. It's good to see the WWE utilising one of its top stars of today by putting her into a dream match against one of its greatest performers. To be fair, this match didn't need any build-up, but it's still puzzling why the WWE chose to promote it less than 2 weeks before the show. You can never have too many pay-per-view buys or WWE Network viewers, so why not maximise fans' interest in one of your top shows? Whatever the case, this should be a classic, and we can only hope the WWE makes this into a best-of-3 series. This would be highly unlikely though, as Trish Stratus recently mentioned she is hanging up her boots for good. Therefore look for Charlotte to get the win. With the WWE currently focusing the SmackDown main event spotlight on Bayley and Ember, this is a great way to keep Charlotte in the picture without putting her into a meaningless series against a mid-card opponent the fans know has no chance of defeating her. Therefore, the winner, Charlotte Flair. Number 3. Goldberg vs Dolph Ziggler. The WWE deserves credit for pulling this rabbit out of its hat, swerving fans with news leaks that Goldberg was on the outs with the WWE after his bungled bout against The Undertaker at Super Showdown. Hopefully Goldberg has shaken off the tons of ring rust he was encased in at Saudi Arabia, and we won't see Dolph Ziggler getting hurt thanks to Goldberg being out of condition. The good thing with this match is that Goldberg has a talented opponent who can bump for him and hopefully cover up for Goldberg's glaring imperfections in the ring. From a booking perspective, this match doesn't make any sense, but there are still plenty of Goldberg fans who want to see him, as well as a smaller number who want to watch his match for a train wreck quality. Goldberg's drawing power was demonstrated on Raw when his segment became the 11th most viewed video on YouTube the next day. Goldberg may not be much of a wrestler, but he's still very much an attraction that gets people's attention, possibly fans who tuned out of wrestling after WCW folded. Expect a quick match and for Ziggler to play human pinball for Goldberg. Number 4. United States Champion AJ Styles faces off against Ricochet. The WWE has done a fantastic job building up Ricochet as someone whose career has taken off into the stratosphere while also crafting a storyline of a veteran heel looking to play the spoiler to Ricochet's ambitions. With Styles backed by his OC teammates Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows, Ricochet faces a seemingly impossible task of defeating Styles at SummerSlam. Don't expect him to do so this Sunday, but you can be certain he'll do something at Hell in a Cell to keep the OC out of the match. Expect a great match as Styles cheats his way to retaining the belt. Number 5. Finn Balor vs Bray Wyatt. It's no secret that Finn Balor is taking time off from the WWE, which may make this match seem anticlimactic for some people. Nonetheless, both superstars are going to put on a fantastic performance, and fans will be eager to see whether Bray Wyatt's Fiend persona works any different than the Eater of the Worlds. While it's almost a certainty that Wyatt will prevail, don't be so certain as the WWE could go with any number of inconclusive finishes to set things up for a return match. Wyatt could injure Balor, writing him out of action, or the WWE could even have Balor snap and brutalize the Fiend, giving into his dark side and finding himself suspended from the WWE while he relaxes on a beach somewhere. While Wrestlelamia is hopeful the WWE will think outside the box in the match's finish, we have a feeling Wyatt will win some way, either a pinfall through chicanery or a disqualification win for Balor losing it. Ultimately though, we see Bray Wyatt's return match to be a winning one. Number 6. Shane McMahon vs Kevin Owens, with the stipulation that Owens leaves the WWE if he loses. The WWE finds itself in a situation it probably didn't expect. Shane McMahon inadvertently helping to get Kevin Owens over as a huge babyface, largely from the WWE's foolish booking of Shane as the focal point of Raw and SmackDown, and a part-time performer who scored wins over stars such as The Miz and Roman Reigns. The fans' backlash against Shane's push came at the right moment, with Kevin Owens stepping in as a babyface who spoke for the fans and wrestlers tired of Shane's meaningless push and his monopolizing of the airwaves. Wrestling fans will forever debate whether Shane's push was designed to get KO over, or whether it was just a case of happenstance, a bad booking decision that the WWE turned into something good. Much like the way the Mr. McMahon character evolved from the WWE's bid to paint Vinnie Mac as the injured party during the Montreal Screwjob. Before Owens' face turn, the fans likely wanted Shane gone as soon as possible, but now it looks like Owens could benefit from a continued program against McMahon. Look for Shane to come out on top thanks to chicanery, but for Owens to find a way back to make life difficult for Shane O'Mac. There's no doubt that WWE will want to emulate a Stone Cold vs McMahon feud. Number 7. WWE Champion Kofi Kingston faces off against Randy Orton. Surprisingly, the WWE hasn't promoted this match as much as you'd expect for a WWE Championship match. Word has it the WWE was initially going to put Kofi against Andrade on the 6th August edition of SmackDown, but chose not to. Is Kofi still nursing a sore back, or was this just a result of the WWE's last-minute rewrites for SmackDown? Regardless, the WWE has a strong storyline based on Orton and Kingston's real-life heat from a decade ago, and the promotion obviously seems to think it has legs as Orton and Kofi are programmed together over the next several weeks. This will likely continue at Clash of Champions and end at Hell in a Cell. Look for Kofi to retain, but for there to be a finish that warrants a rematch. Number 9. SmackDown Women's Champion Bayley goes up against Ember Moon. The WWE has given Bayley a second chance as Women's Champion, and to her credit, she's done well maintaining her friendly nature that makes her popular with young girls, but also establishing herself as nobody's fool. With the threat of Alexa Bliss behind her, Bayley faces a new challenger in Ember Moon, and although this should be an excellent match, it's most likely going to be a one and done as Bayley moves on to face a new challenger, possibly the returning Sasha Banks. Be sure to check out our Rumors video for more details on that. The question fans are asking is whether Banks will ask for a title shot as Bayley's friend, fellow horsewoman, and former tag team partner, or whether she'll turn heel and beat a challenge out of her. Either way, expect Bayley to come out on top here and move on to a new challenger. While she's going to put Bayley over, Moon may put on such a strong performance that the WWE gives her some momentum going into 2020 for a title run down the road. Expect Bayley to retain the championship though. Number 10. Raw Women's Champion Becky Lynch faces Natalya in a submission match. It's refreshing to see the WWE putting in a veteran opponent like Natalya against Lynch after a mediocre series between the Man and Lacey Evans over the last few months. Natalya's recent record as well as her past Divas Championship and SmackDown Women's Championship make her a credible contender, especially with the WWE showing Natalya's aggressive side when she laid out Becky Lynch last week in revenge for the Raw Women's Champion ambushing her earlier. Natalya has been a strong performer for years and this should be an excellent match, hopefully excellent enough for Lynch to regain some of the momentum she's lost during a series against Lacey Evans. Look for a hard-fought bout with Lynch prevailing in the end. If the rumours we heard are true, expect to see Ronda Rousey's return at SummerSlam, possibly in a role where she saves her friend Natalya from a post-match attack by Becky Lynch. Ultimately though, interference or not, Becky Lynch will retain the Raw Women's Championship. And the main event as Universal Champion Brock Lesnar faces Seth Rollins. The story going into this match will be whether Seth Rollins is in any kind of shape to put up a fight against Lesnar after Lesnar destroyed him on the 29th July edition of Raw. As you've probably heard, the WWE is trying to get the fan support behind Rollins by depicting him as a rugged underdog who doesn't know the meaning of the word quit. In a situation with Lesnar, he may not know the meaning of the word quit, but he will know the meaning of the term serious injury. However, look for the Beast to destroy Lesnar, or Rollins to fight back in the last possible minutes of the match, similar to their WrestleMania booking. We hope we don't see another Lesnar vs Rollins match as it's getting tiresome. Give Rollins the belt and let him go full on heel on the next challenger. The most recent story is that Lesnar will be making more appearances now that his MMA career is through, and while you shouldn't expect weekly appearances by Lesnar, he may grace the fans with more appearances this year. Then again, he might fly back to his remote ranch and play Fortnite until the Royal Rumble. Still, we gotta see one shock win, and we see Seth Rollins gaining back the Universal Championship. But there you have it guys, WrestleLamia's predictions for SummerSlam 2019. Who do you want to see win this Sunday, and do you agree with our picks? Be sure to leave your comments down below, subscribe if you haven't already, follow us on Instagram and Twitter, and I'll see you next time with some more wrestling content.